Hey guys, good day. Welcome back to Cikgu Yong's channel. So today we'll be going through some understanding and also ways to determine keywords used in solving number sentences. So the main focus for today is actually mixed operations involving money. And I have already divided this particular series into two parts. The first part mainly involves addition and subtraction within 100,000 ringgit. And the second part, it is about multiplication and division within 100,000 ringgit. So without wasting our time, let's look through the first example. So the total savings of Ali is 25,760 ringgit and 80 cents, while the total savings of Aming is 1,200 ringgit more than Ali's. And the question is asking you on what is the total savings of Aming. So again, within this particular video, we are going to find ways to look for our keywords within questions. So based on these particular keywords, we will be able to actually know and understand like what are the operational signs can be used to solve these questions. And based on this particular example, these are the few keywords that I can find. So it involves Ali and Aming, two persons. It involves their savings. And the final question is asking you on the savings of Aming. So out of two persons, only Aming's savings is being asked. And based on this question, these keywords, the word more than or the phrase more than, it is really important because based on this word, we know that mainly you need to perform an addition within this particular question. So whenever we see more than, it probably will involve addition for you to solve the question. And let's say if you are still not really able to understand like how it goes, normally what I would recommend my students is like try to visualize everything you can, or just try your very best to draw everything out based on the statement given. So I have one person called Ali. So this good guy is Ali. His saving is 25,760.80, and another guy called Aming. So Aming. So you just try to draw everything out and understand it. So Aming's saving is 1,200 ringgit more than Ali's. So basically, Aming's savings, it is not really given like directly to you, like how much is his savings going to be. It is stated like 1,200 ringgit more than Ali's. So based on this phrase more than Ali's, you need to try your very best to like visualize more than. It means plus Ali's. So Ali's saving is this. So again, the total savings of Aming, it will be calculated based on this particular statement given. So it will be like 1,200 ringgit plus 25,760 ringgit and 80 cents in order for you to get Aming's savings in this particular question. So besides the words or the phrase more than, these are some of the keywords where I oftenly find it in questions, like whenever you see the word sum or plus or increase by. So these particular keywords, sometimes or most of the time, they are trying to tell you that addition is the operational sign that you have to use. The plus is the sign that you have to use to get the solution done. For total and altogether, sometimes you'll see it in addition, sometimes you'll see in multiplication. It depends on the types of questions that you can see. So for me, this is only like a guide for you to go through. But again, for you to do it correctly, it involves continuous practice for you. So perhaps I'll just look for another time just to analyze like different questions in addition and multiplication for you to further understand on the usage of total and altogether. Right. So let's look at another example again. A company invested 56,090 ringgit in November, 33,015 ringgit and 45 cents in December. So what is the difference between the amount invested in November and December? Again, based on this question, these are some of the keywords that I can find. It involves 2 months, which are November and December. And the main keyword that I can find is difference. So based on these keywords, I can actually know difference, it's about subtraction. It means like difference lah, right? So basically this question is quite direct. You need to use the bigger figure minus of the smaller figure. So the difference, it means subtraction. You will need to use 56090 minus of the smaller figure, which is this. So for you to get the final answer. All right. So as well, based on the previous statements, besides using difference as the guide or the word that you can use or you can see in doing subtraction, these are a few of the keywords that I can find as well. So whenever you see minus, less than, or how many items were removed from wherever, or it is decreased by how many items. So these are the few words that you can actually find it in most of the questions involving subtraction, right? So again, in this video series, we are trying our very best to go through the examples and find some keywords and decide which operational signs are we going to use to solve the questions. So in the following series, we are going to go through some examples involving multiplication and division within 100,000 ringgit Malaysia. So stay tuned for my video and we'll see you again next time. See you.